Thank you for watching our video. Please give us a big like, subscribe to our channel for new videos every day with amazing cars. Leave us your opinion in the comment section on the video. Thank you.
My gentle but occasionally devilish father-in-law may be pushing 93, but he still likes a little get up and go. Or a lot in this case, as we were in an extraordinary muscle car with a name longer than a law firm, Challenger SRT Hellcat Widebody. Dodge could have badged a Demon Jr. The 2018 Challenger SRT Demon, Dodge's souped-up, hyped-up drag strip special, rocketed to stardom on smartphone screens to the big screen as the brutally powerful machine driven by the central character, played by Vin Diesel, in last year's The Fate of the Furious. Weaponized with 840 supercharged horsepower, 770 pounds-foot of torque and capable of quarter-mile runs under 10 seconds. The Demon is an over-the-top beast that can show air under its left front tire on explosive drag strip launches and may be already on its way to collector car status. For those who refuse to pay the steep markups some dealers are asking and can live with a car that's slightly less furious, Dodge came up with the $71,495 Challenger SRT Hellcat Widebody, the newest addition to the two-doors lineup. While it sports the Demon's bulging fender flares, the 2018 Hellcat Widebody has 707 horsepower and 660 pounds-foot of torque. Even though it weighs a hefty 4,498 pounds before driver, the Hellcat's power commands respect and is a hoot to drive. And buyers could save at least $14,000 to boot, compared to the limited-run Demon. The wheel well flares at all four corners guarantee the Hellcat Widebody a muscle-bound stance. They're needed to enclose the Steamroller Performance tires, which measure 10.8 inches at the tread, 1.4 inches wider than the regular Hellcats. The Widebody comes with the latest Pirelli's latest all-season 0 in 305/35 ZR20, but summer versions are a $695 option. The Widebody gets its own 20 by 11-inch Devil's Rim split-spoke wheels. The Hellcat Widebody gets standard electric power steering with selectable tuning for optimum handling and acceleration. Dodge said Widebodies should do 0 to 60 miles per hour in the mid-3-second range and nail the quarter mile in about 10.9 seconds. Skid pad grip goes to 97 grams, a 4 grams improvement. Top speed is a claimed 195 miles per hour. The Hellcat's 6.2-liter Hemi V8 incorporates additional cooling measures, including a low-temperature circuit with two air, cool and heat exchangers integrated into the supercharger housing. The SRT Crusade setup helps keep air below 140 degrees Fahrenheit, under extreme ambient conditions, while enabling airflow of up to 30,000 liters per minute. Dodge said thanks to cooling control, even 20 minutes of hard use on a road course at an ambient 100 degrees Fahrenheit did not require power being dialed back to compensate for heat. For the geeks out there, we ran a horsepower calculation plugging in the Hellcat Widebody's 4,498 curb weight, allowed for a 165-pound driver and SRT's 11.2-second elapsed time and got 656 horsepower. So the Hellcat's 707 flywheel horsepower rating seems plausible. Hooked to an Autotrans, the 6.2-liter supercharged V8 is rated at 13 miles per gallon in the city, 22 miles per gallon on the highway and 16 miles per gallon combined. Reality check, the Hellcat Widebody chugs 6.2 gallons of high-octane unleaded every 100 miles. Yes, 91 octane or higher is officially recommended, but anyone thinking for a split second about tanking up with anything but premium fuel really shouldn't be reading this report. Keep in mind that even before it takes on its first tank full of fuel, the IRS slaps on a $1,700 guzzler tax. Of course, fuel consumption isn't exactly improved by the 3.5-inch wider body, which has a bit tougher time with aerodynamics. The Widebody's coefficient of drag, CD, comes in at 0.398, the highest in the Challenger family. Standard Challengers have a 0.337 CD. Meanwhile, the Meteor rolling stock takes the Hellcat Widebody's front track to 65.6 inches, 1.6 inches wider than the regular Hellcat, while the rear tracks bumped up 2 inches to 65.7 inches. It stands at 57.5 inches, a half-inch higher than regular Hellcats. High-performance 6-piston calipers are up front while 4-piston squeezers bring up the rear. Yes, they're Brembo units that come painted red, but you can order them in black, gunmetal gray or orange for an additional $495. The slotted and vented front rotors measure 15.4 inches across, while the rears are 13.8-inch jobs. The Widebody runs the same Tremec TR 6066 speed manual with twin-disc clutch as the regular Hellcat. It drives a 3.70 limited slip rear axle. There's a severe-duty automatic for an additional $2,995. For the most part, it's the same 8-speed torque flight 8 HP 90 automatic that's standard on the Demon, with adaptive shifting via paddle shifters and 3 user-selectable modes, Street, Sport and Track. The 8-speed auto gets a 2.62 limited slip axle. A big part of what makes the SRT machines so compelling is the cockpit. The Widebody retains the Hellcat's driver-focused instrument panel with 200 mph speedometer, leather-wrapped flat bottom, heated sports steering wheel, standard SRT Laguna leather performance seats with SRT Hellcat logo and a newer Hellcat badge on the dash. The highly configurable SRT performance pages are accessible through the standard Uconnect 4C 8.4-inch infotainment hub with navigation. The system has been updated for faster startup and enhanced processing power, imagery, sharper graphics and the smartphone integration. Those who take the leap and buy the 2018 Challenger Hellcat Widebody can take advantage of a full day of high-performance driving instruction and track time at the Bob Bondurant School of High-Performance Driving in Chandler, Arizona. The Bondurant School is Dodge/SRT's official performance driving partner. Take our word, some learning at the direction of professionals should be mandatory. The head-turning Hellcat Widebody's massive surplus of torque is endlessly fun and satisfying. But don't ever let your guard down. You do not want to goose the gas pedal unless the wheels are straight, the surroundings are safe and free of obstacles and the pavement is bone dry. It also helps to have a willing wingman. Thanks, Dad.
Thank you for watching our video. Please give us a big like, subscribe to our channel for new videos every day with amazing cars. Leave us your opinion in the comment section on the video. Thank you.